I see it first. Okay, 차렷. 이렇게 하래. 프로. 관진님 흥일.
Sir.
자. So please 45 come back 5 minutes before.
So we just give me about 2 minutes before.
Can the first row take 2 steps forward, please?
Yes, sir.
Maybe a third.
Yes, sir.
Just a small one. The second row, could you move forward? The second row already moved. Yeah, go to that. The next row, move up 2 rows.
Yes, sir.
The third, move up 1.
Yes, sir.
So can the second column, please move back 1 step, the 4th column back 1 step, 6th
Yes,
column.
sir.
Yes, sir.
8th column back 1 step,
Sir.
10th column and 12th column back 1 step. All right, everybody have room?
Sir.
Sir.
Everybody, Andrew should say it, please.
Sir.
Sir.
Now, we only have, to be honest, about 35 minutes to cover as much Kihon as possible. The only way we can do that is by training, right? And our goal is to train more, talk, and demonstrate less, okay? Maximum amount of repetition creates a maximum ability or maximum technique, okay?
Yes, sir.
Repetition built by excellence, okay? But it has to be good, strong habits, all right? Is there anyone who's not familiar with Kihon Shodan? Everybody familiar with Kihon Shodan? Okay. All right. So first motion of Kihon Shodan. Sorry, I've got that. Everybody turn towards the back wall.
Yes, sir.
First motion. Right. Remember, think about the line that Hwang talked about. Right. I want to think about the line in my movement. Right. I'm 1. I'm 2. I'm 3. My elbow never came past my center line. My elbow never comes past my center line. I don't have a maximum use of my trunk. Everybody understand that?
Sure.
Right. So when I move to the next motion, I also want my line to go direct. I don't want my line to go down to the motion. So in order for my line to be direct, I need to compress and connect. Right? Everybody good with me there?
Yes,
Compress, connect, drive to the technique. Next motion, think about the pull hand Hwang talked about. Maximum amount of movement of the hip. We worked a lot on that last night. Right? So 1, opening the hip, driving to my punch. Shisan, connect through. Don't move the back leg. Connect through, shift, drive a direct line straight through the movement. Okay, I'm at my Hanan Maki. Retract the arm into the body. The elbow shouldn't have to move much. Right? Just the arm in, drive my hip. Good, strong sakura chase into my stance. And then small circle or big circle. Which one? Big circle. Maximize use of my hip. Everybody understand?
Yes.
On small circle, elbow movement. Hwang talked about last night the possibility of damaging parts because we're trying to move fast. We want to move strong technique. So from 1, maximize hip movement to the move, and then apply forward. Okay. Everyone say no. Ready, Jumbe? Right there. Just those of us who are on the wall side, be careful of that first step, okay? Beware. Ready, Shisan? One motion. Ready? Hana. Single punch. Duo. Shisan. One motion, please. Just the Hanan Maki. Hana. Check your line. Where are your toes pointing? All right, where's your belly button? What's your back heel doing? Is your back leg nice and straight? Are you leaned into the front stance? Right? Retract the palm. Retract the palm in. And expand. Hana. This is a cap quan, okay? Make sure it's a cap quan. We want the 2 back knuckles. And large circle, duo. And step and punch. Shisan to the front. Only the Haran Maki. Hana. Retract the arm in. Expand. Hana. Sangan Maki. Hana. Duo. Kia. Kia. Laura, all the way back, please.
Sir.
Good. Everyone,
Sir.
Back. Does everyone understand why I'm demonstrating from the back?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right, so I don't have my back to the Hwang, right? I'm going to turn my back to the arc. So after I did the step, onto the next motion, I want to think about your step, right? I want to think about how am I directing my energy and my force, okay? Right, sometimes we're moving with this step, right? And my energy and force went where? Down. Into the floor, everyone can even hear it, right? My energy and force wants to drive, okay? Right, so I want to think about my line and how I can get that action to move, okay? Right, then I've got my contraction. Trying to bring my elbows and expand into my high block. Make that a very natural motion. Don't force it too much, okay? Right, so just one right into the next motion. And then try to think about the great connection with my Sangan Maki. Right, we talked a lot about that last night, right? Compress the abdomen so my back and my lats, everything can expand out. Great maximum expansion, okay?
Yes,
sir. We're gonna go to the Kihon. Everyone stand up. I have to be honest with all of you, my goal is to be done before Southern Kenya. And that's an easy group, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, we do. Ready? Shisan. First motion. Hana. Duo. Okay. We put all 3 of these next motions together?
Sir.
Ready? Hana. Duo. Next 2 motions together, the Haran and the Sudo. Hana. 1 and 2. Go. Ready? Sangan Maki. Hana. Duo. Kia. Kia. Good. Look to the left shoulder. Retract. I'm turning with Haran Maki. Hana. And Chundan Kongkya. Duo. Shisan to the right shoulder. Right? Turning Haran Maki. Chundan Kongkya. Duo. Look to the back wall. Look to the mirror. Right? Haran Maki. Remember, direct your energy. Hana. Chundan Kongkya. Hana. Duo. And Kia. Okay, so there's not a lot of new action from that last turn at the high block key up, right? From there on, we're doing base form 1. Right? So you don't have to spend a lot of repetition on that to make it great, right?
Right, sir.
But we should. All right. Moving on to the next 4 motions. Set the hands. Right. Remember the line of your hip. Contract in, shift forward and turn. Hana. All right. Shisan first. And set the hands and duo. Shisan. Set the hands and set. Shisan. Set the hands and net. Shisan front. And bar. Good. Everyone 100 should say open.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying please twice, right? Everybody else knows that? Sure. That was one of my nervous tells, right? Andre should say, oh, please. All right. Okay. So I got to the Sangai Maki. Sorry, I'm demonstrating from the front, but I want you to see the turn. Right, the next motion, I turn, and my energy's going where? That way, right? Alright. So we want to think about, how do I maximize it? Maximize it, and then drive it. Okay, maximize and drive it. Next motion, same thing, I want to drive through and rotation. Hold your trunk twist to the last possible moment. We know offensive hit, I hold that, and then go, right? Same thing on this turn. Right, I'm turn, go, so I can get a good torque of my torso, okay? Everything's the same all the way through the Kihon, but maximum energy, okay? Maximum energy. I'm here. All right, put a little more. It was a little loud, it was a little heavy. Maximum amount of effort, okay?
Sir.
Maximum amount.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next part, on the turn, right? I want to think about what that foot's going to do again to get to my twist, okay? Don't twist and go outside and try to get it because there's no way to pull the hip back in, okay? Right? Think about how can I set the hip so I can get to the motion. I shisan, how can I get to the hip to get the motion? Get to the motion, okay?
Sure.
Okay, is that good?
Yeah.
All right. All the way?
Sir.
Ready, H and B. Check your distance. Make sure you have enough room. Shisan. Hana. Duo. All three motions. Say it. Net. Hana. Duo. Say it. Check your distance. Know where you are. Hana. Duo. Say it. Net. To the back wall. Hana. Duo. Set. Kill. Set the hands. Hana. Duo. Set. Net. Shisan. And bar. All right, so I'm going to move from this motion to the next side. Love around. You know what?
I don't think you were putting much energy into it.
Actually, my energy was, there was energy there, but it was just misdirected. All right, Hondo. All right, where's the energy misdirected?
Away from it, right?
Away from it. Everyone saw it? All right, so this hand wants to be more, this is just a small redirecting motion, okay? Right, it's not, it doesn't have to ain't big motion, right? So just shisan, just redirect, okay? Sure.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So that was fantastic, okay? At the end, we're going to do a couple of repetitions of this, and then we'll try to do a demonstration for the seniors. But we're going to move on, okay? Everybody stand back up?
Yes, sir.
All right, Kihon H.C.
Yes, sir.
A lot? Raise your hand.
Sir.
Oh, everyone's got it? Oh, so nobody has it?
I got you.
Does everybody got it? Raise your hand.
Yes, sir.
All right, the hands back down. All right, because I know some are like, which one's that? Right, okay, right, all right. We'll go through a little bit. Same as we just did for Kihon Chodan. Kihon Chodan work out well?
Yes,
sir.
Ready, H and B. Shisan. Hana. Duo. Set. Nat. Borrow. Good.
Sir.
Everyone turn toward the back.
Sir.
Everyone see this front hand?
Yes.
Sir.
Right. We're doing this front. Okay. Right. This front hand should be a jawline strike. And then what's the hand going to do? This one is grabbing the lapel, right, to prepare for the next uppercut. Okay. Right. In the Hwang, right. So this front hand is here. That's a cool picture. Right. And this hand, this elbow, just wants to think about the small line. Don't let the line to come through, okay? Right? The elbow just relaxes, right? The uppercut, right? The expansion, and the side punch. Okay. All right, everyone understand that?
Yes, sir.
So the hand, right? Front hand is on the lapel, right? The Sangdan Maki, the elbow just relaxes, right? Comes to the solar plex, right? Palm down. Right, grab, hip, pull, expand, punch. Okay. Right, good.
Sir.
All right, everyone stand back up.
Yes, sir.
Face towards the front. Circle.
Sir.
Ready, big. She's on. Just the first part. Hana. Good. All right, good. So check that left hand. Great. All right, good. Drop, relax the elbow, bring it down to the side of the body. Palm is down. Ready? Just do the uppercut, please. Right, open the hip, close the hip. There we go. Expand the arm, pull the hip. Drive the side punch. Hana. Okay, the other side. Shisan, Hana. Think about what the right hand is doing. Think about what the right hand is doing. There we go. Ready? Drop the elbow. Open the hip. And Hana. Expand. And duo. And borrow. So do the front line move up.
Sir. Sir.
Next line move up.
Sir.
Next line just a little bit.
Sir.
Okay, can everyone turn back towards the back, please, again?
Sir. Sir.
And Anjo again?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the next motion, right? My left foot is going to draw, you think about a triangle between my toes, right? So that foot wants to step to right where that midpoint would be. I retract the leg, right? The arm doesn't have to do a lot of movement, okay? Toes have to be out in front. If my toes are back here, what kind of kick am I going to get? Roundhouse kick, right? Okay, right? Don't worry about height, worry about execution, okay? Right? Expand, retract, fall. Okay, everybody understand?
Yes,
sir.
Right. Right, step, center of mass. Right, retract, expand, retract, fall. Okay, right. It's Kwando. This is a Kwando, and it should meet the same line that this one meets. You see the difference? Right? How's that one look? As opposed to this one. Right? Good. Everybody standing up, please. Face towards the front. Ready, Jimmy? Ready? Hana. Good. All the way to the first side punch. Do all. Shisan and set. And to the side punch, hana. Okay, now the left foot is going to step, but it's going to be initiated by my hip. My hip starts to turn, my body weight starts to drop into the left leg, and I retract into the left leg as I step. 1, 2. Good. Ready? Side kicking kwando. Ready? Hana. And fall. Ready? Next motion. Same technique. Hana. Forward. Same technique. Set. Sheer hand Kihon. Hana. And bottom. Alright, good. Back up 3 steps. Ready? Judy. First motion. She's on. Hana. Duo. Side punch. She's on. Hana. To the side punch. Duo. Remember, the left foot is going to step. Ready? Hana. Step. Knee. Drive. Duo. Ready? Hana. Duo. Kihon. And borrow. Okay, now step back.
Sir.
Sir.
And everyone please on.
Sir.
Sir.
Okay, next motion. Can I see this? What's wrong with that? Anybody have any support on that? Nobody? Let me check on the little red belts in the back. You were my partner this morning upstairs. Thank you very much for being a great partner. What do you see that's wrong with that? Would you stand
You
up?
can stand up, sir. When you're not, you're circling your leg around and not just stepping forward.
Right, good, right? My leg's going from the outside to get to the step as opposed to coming to the inside to try to create hip movement. Right? You see that? How old are you? 9. All right. I never really met him, but he's my partner upstairs. So what's my job as TAC? Become the member's TAC. So I need to create a connection to the junior, right? This morning, maybe they were surprised. I ran in there as fast as I could. Be his partner. He didn't have a partner. He always has a partner, right? Okay? So everybody understands, move the hip under so that the hip can have opportunity to rotate and turn. Okay? On the last motion, before the Kihon, the next one is the spear hand. Right? Think about the line of the spear hand. Right? The line of the spear hand. Maximum amount of line or not? Not. Everyone saw it? What does it need to do? It needs to come back. Right? I need to create opening with the hip. Right? Opening with the hip as I drive to the motion. Okay? Sir. Right?
Yes, sir.
Back up.
Yes, sir.
Going for that key up, okay?
Yes, sir.
She's on.
Sir.
Hana. Duo. She's on. Set. Neck. All the way to the fall. Make sure after your side kick, retract the kick and look before you fall to the next motion.
Yes, sir.
Ready? Ha! Fall. And forward. Hana. That drug twist. Dual. Maximum contraction of your arm before the spear hand. Hana. She's on. All the way to the left wall. Ready? And Hana. 45, Shisan. Duo. All the way to the right side. Set. Shisan. Neck. Okay. All right, borrow. Good, everyone please on to?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so remember Kihon and Chodan, where we set the standard of what this was going to do, okay? So now when we move on to Kihon and Idon, we have to think about the standard has already been built. We've already started to establish the second heavenly nature, which is what? Habit. All right, you guys didn't pay attention to the first class? Right, okay? Listen, one lesson teaches the next. It just has to support. That's root talk, right? Okay, that's root talk. And so on this next session, this foot wants to go, and I want to contract and expand to my block, right? Right, and then I've got my expansion to my kick, my punch, and my block. Everyone know where we are?
Yes,
Yes. So let's go from the last 45 knife hand left hand to the front.
Sir.
Ready? Shisan to the mirror. Right, contract, don't open. The elbow should come across the body. Ready? Hana. Ready? Abchanagi, reverse punch, middle block. Hana. One. Okay, the next session doesn't have the block, it only has the kick and the punch. Hana. Forward, Chungu Sangsu Aneso Pakaro Maki. Sangsu means what? Two fists, two S's, two fists. Ready? Bring it to the hips. And Hana. And Maro. Good, everyone turn back towards the front.
sir.
Please, Sancho.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So everybody understands, right? Look at this one. Right? My hip was there first, everything was there first, and then the shoulder came ripping across, right? Right? That's a surgery wing. Right? So we don't want this to release, and then this be muscled from the deltoid. Okay? Right? We want this to contract, and then expand to the technique. Okay? Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
So that should be a elbow-to-elbow connection there, right? Then we have our Apchanagi. After our kick, what are we going to do with it? Retract, right? We're going to retract it in, and then before I go to the punch, what am I going to do with my hip?
Turn it.
I'm going to pull it, right? So I create a maximum distance to my punch, and then my block, okay? Same thing the other side. I've got my kick, my retraction, my punch. Next motion. Any drunk twist?
No, sir.
Zero. Right, zero. What does it have to do? Right? Yesterday we did high block, right? We did high block basic movement. Hip under and then hip drive into the motion. Same thing, right? Hip under, drive into the motion. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Next two steps, Kihon Chodan. 1, 2, Shisan first, Sangdan Maki, Shisan. 1, 2, Sangdan Maki Kihon. Shisan, watch my borrow. Anything wrong with that one? Everything good. I thought maybe one. Shisan. Everyone saw that?
Yes, sir.
Help me out. Mr. Cospo, what did I do wrong there? Other than not call you Kyosa.
You lost focus there, and you also opened up your arms.
I dropped my discipline, right? Everyone saw, understand what he was expressing there? Thank you, sir. All right. I'm not done. My done is here. All right, so connection to my elbows before I come to my judo. Okay? All right. I know the Thompson, all right? All right? It's all part of history. It's all part of history, all right? Connect, release. Okay? All right? A calm at the finish. All right? And calm. Okay, everybody step back up. Good H and B. One at a time. This one's a long cut. All the way. Got it?
Yes, sir.
First session, to the side punch. Ready? Hana. Next, to the side punch. Set. Next, to the side kick and the full finish with the knife hand middle block. Everyone understand? Sir. Set. Next, to the spear hand Kihon. Sir. Hana. 1, 2, 3. How many counts did I do so far as an instructor to get to that spot? 4, right? If I can cut the number of counts I have to do, I can start to maximize more reps. Everybody, does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Shisan, all the way to the last knife hand middle block 45.
Sir.
4 motions. Ready? Hana. Okay, right. Just the first block. Hana. Good. Right. Everyone has their right hand out in front. There it is. All right. All right. Now we're going to go all the way to the 2 fist middle block. Okay. Right. This is count. What knuckle count? 6. Right. Okay. Kick, punch, block. Kick, punch. Sangsu and Eso Pakuromaki.
Sir.
Yasa. Good. Okay. To the next high block. 3 sets. 3 sets. Hana. Good. Everyone's got right foot out in front, right elbow up. Shisan. To the last motion with the Kihon. Hana. Shisan. Borrow. So can everyone put his objects in
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that last set, how many counts to completion? 8. Right, everybody understand that? Yes. So I cut my count considerably from it being how many motions in the Hwang? Anybody know? 30. 30 motions in the Hwang. I cut it to 8. So I should be able to do that 3 times as many times, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
only going to happen when we understand and have developed a foundation. If we've built the foundation, we can start to do it that way. That's why it was rent belt and above today. So that everyone here already has the responsibility to know I'm part of that foundation. You are the foundation of the art right now. So you have to, you can start to do more reps. Not as we get older, do less. Right? As we start to know more, we should be able to do more. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Everybody got that?
Sir.
All right, adjust. All right, Kihon Sadan. Good, Kihon Sadan. No?
What happened to 3?
The red belt. No?
What happened to 3?
No, these are your regional commander, you should go. Oh, Samdan, yes, I'm sorry, Kihon Samdan. Kihon Samdan. Everybody knows Kihon Samdan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You don't supposed to look at me. Ready, Shisan? Get back in. And you got to meet somebody. Thumbs up. Ready? Yes, ma'am. Shisan? Everybody knows it. Go to the second motion.
Sir.
Hana. And right through. Check your right hand. Shisan, all the way to the same motion on the other side. Do it.
Sir.
Shisan, borrow. Good, can everyone, please on? Sir.
Sir. Sir.
Okay, so remember what I said before about the elbow. Okay, do you remember what I said before, based on Kihon Chodan? Said the elbow has to cross the center line. If it doesn't, my elbow's out here, my action becomes elbow driven, right? Does everybody understand that? Yes. If this elbow comes across my body, my hip torso automatically start to torque, and now it becomes trunk twist driven, okay? Same thing here, right? I want this elbow to contract back before it moves forward, okay? Don't just send it from here to there, right? Because then that's creating, okay? Elbow, hip driven. Next motion in, 1 and 2, right? You know, I used to spend so much time trying to make sure that that was perfect that you think too much about it and you don't apply enough, okay? Right? The Kihonans should be gut driven. Gut driven means weight on. What is weight on? Tell me how fast. Just answer from there.
Hip.
Hip. External movement. External movement, okay? Right, so think more about external movement. 1, 2, okay? Shisa, this shouldn't be inside, and it shouldn't be too far outside. Right, find your shoulder, hip line. Right, I shisan, connect, move. Right, and in, 1, 2. Right, shisan, forward. What's next? Big kwansu, right? Narrow step. Long, but narrow. I don't want to step wide, because if I step wide, I'm going to step on him when I go to the next step. Right? Right? Right, so I want to be able to go straight up that center line. I want a 1, see maximum contraction for the spear hand? Yes. Right? Rotate, shift, straight line, over, so now my stance is a straight line kima trase. Right? And then I open again. Remember here, move from the toe, not from the heel. Move from the toe and adjust my stance, drive my punch. Okay? Everybody back up? Yes. To the front. Listen, I'm speed teaching right now. Everybody got that? All right. That means I hope you're taking pictures. Yeah. My hair doesn't look good today. Shisan, all the way to the second hand, to the second motion. Hana. And 1 and 2. And the other side, duo. Okay. 2 fist middle block, long spear hand. Hana. Right, adjust your distance because you gotta have a good step here. Look at your stance. Are your toes pointing forward or your toes pointing in? All right, your feet too wide. Long step. Ready? Hana. Okay. Now listen, you're not allowed, don't turn it. This next motion, don't adjust your stance after. Ready? Duo. Pivot the left toes out. Punch Kihon. Keep going.
Sir.
Oh, awesome. Right. Everyone look back to the mirror. Right. And open. And up. All right, good. Now my right foot has got to kick first, okay? So in order for that to happen, so I don't kick out there, I want to get a little open of my hip, and contract and sink my body. Okay, ready? Hana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Pivot the toes out. And Hana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Pivot the toes out. Hana. 1, 2, 3. The hand stays. Step and punch. Duo. Good. Check your stance. I know it's not a lot of room. Next motion. Remember, this is a settling motion. You want to come in and out. Hana. This next one, be careful you don't step on it. Ready? Shisan. Hana. Okay, be careful on this jump that you don't jump on anybody. Shisan and duo. Shisan front and borrow. All right, good. So, Everyone please arms up. So. Alright, okay. More slippery now. Sheets on. Alright, I want to open and close. Okay. Next, I want to get this motion, so I've got to get this here. This is a blocking kick. Alright. It's not an offensive. It's not an offensive kick. It's a blocking kick. So I want to open one. I want to keep my knee and then allow my hip to apply that elbow. Okay. Right. And then this arm. Remember we talked about in the earlier dunks. Elbow driven or hip driven, right? Same motion as Kihon Chodan, right? Same large paint with a big paintbrush. A fine paintbrush, okay?
Yes, sir.
Right, and then the next one, under. Right, just let it come underneath, not back to get there. One, settle. Next motion, pivot the foot. We talked about that before. Toes out, not heel in. Heel in shortens my step the 11 inches of my foot, okay? So I want to toes out, that way it increases the length of my line. Line, speed, beauty, okay, right? So, next one, 1, 2, same thing, 1, 2, the last one, same thing, I want to pivot, create distance, the kick, the 1, and the 2, right? And then from there, all right, I want to drive my punch straight. Next part. What's wrong with it?
No line, sir.
Oh, good, right? So, everybody saw that?
Yes, sir.
Right? I looked like Mr. Arella there for a second. Almost his height, right? Okay? Notice I said you and not Joe. 1, I want to stay, and 2. Next part, don't let my step be wide in the way. Right? I want my step to be short and direct, just like we did in the spear hand. Okay? So I want to shift, direct, last second, turn my head. Right? The last part, I shisan, coil, to the motion. Okay? Right, everybody back up. Let's go from the punch key up. Everybody adjust.
Yes, sir.
Everybody where they are?
Yes, sir.
Ready? Shisan and Hana. Gather. Ready? Right leg. Hana. Duo. Make sure you have enough room. And sit. And everybody back up 3 giant steps.
Yes, sir.
Ready? Hana. Ready? Inhale, exhale, Hana. Shisan. Duo. And set. Shisan. And right foot borrow. Okay, can all of the God members, can we turn around? Anjo right there.
Sir.
How about from here over? Turn this way, and Anjo right here.
Sir.
I'm just going to use these 4 red dots. Gentlemen, yes, if you don't mind. All right, so can we go to the last motion? Everybody, tell me what you see. Ready? Shisan. All right, nice horse stance, great line, right? You're looking in the back mirror. Look the other side. Ready?